In today's episode, I want to speak about security cameras. I have a few of them, and I think everybody need to know how easy it is to install one and how many uses it can be used for. So, except for the obvious, so I had a mice problem, and I wanted to know if I have a mouse in the trap or not, because sometimes the trap was closing by itself. So with the help of a security camera and night vision, I could know for sure that there is a mouse in the trap, and I should go and take it. And then what I would do is drive far, far away from my house and release the mouse. In another time, I had a situation where I came and the mouse was not in the trap, but the trap was closed. Also, only with the security camera, I understood that the mouse found a way to get out from the trap. In another situation, we see that the cat food that we leave outside for the cat was disappearing very, very fast. With the help of a security camera, we see that we had a family of hedgehogs that is also eating from this food. And also another friend is a fox, also was coming from night to night and eating from this food. A lot of time I'm asking from the delivery guy to leave the package outside the door. With the help of a security camera, I know for sure that this happened. So the most important features of these security cameras for me are that they are wireless and that they can be moved remotely with an application on the smartphone or with an app on the computer. And this is a very nice feature, and the most important feature is the ability for the night vision. It uses technology of infrared to see what's going on a pitch black room or environment. The VStar cameras is a very responsive camera. Almost immediately on the touch of the screen, the camera will move. Night vision is great. It's writing a log for if you turn on the motion detection, and having an SD card to record all the videos. We'll see in which video there was motion detected. Of course, the first cameras that I bought was for watching my parents' house, and also I use it as a baby monitor for my house. It's very easy to set up everything if you following these steps. Go to the App Store or the Google Play and search for i4. Download and install the app. Now the easiest way to make the phone app or the computer app is by a LAN cable. So you can attach the antenna. If you have a micro SD card, you can also insert it right now, or you can do it also later, doesn't matter. Sometimes this antenna will come already installed. Now you need a cable called RJ45. It's also known as a LAN cable. And you need to insert it until you hear a click on the camera side. Then you need to find your internet router. It's something that look like this. Of course, there is a lot of models and devices, but you find a free port. On this device there are 4 ports, and I will choose the port number 2, and I will insert the other side of the LAN cable to port number 2. Again, you need to hear a clicking sound when you insert the cable. This router is what gives your house the internet connection and Wi-Fi. After that, you need to power supply connect to the camera and to your power outlet. The camera will start to move and do a startup checking of the motors. Your smartphone need to be connected with the same Wi-Fi as the camera for this setup stage. You need to check that there is a link on your camera and a link on your port that you connected in the step before. Now you can go ahead and open the app. This app have a couple of methods for logging in, and if you're new you can register. It's a matter of minutes, and after you register you will be able to log in with a username and password, and this will save you time on your next device. Okay, so I tried the register button, but since I'm already registered, I just need to recover the password. If the app suggests send you a notification, it depends on you if you want to get the alerts for the motion detection and stuff like that. So to register, just can put your email address, and you will get a link. You will click on it and then choose a password. and you are done with the register process. Okay, so I'm already registered, but the only thing I need is the password. So I will click on the forget password button, and then I can log in with my email and the password that I just reset. But if you are able to remember your password, you can skip this step. Okay, so the third thing that the app will want is to add a device. There are a couple of ways, but we will choose to add a device from the LAN.
Please connect the network cable with camera and your router. Confirm the RJ45 port
The app
yellow
will
light is
explain
flashing.
in English, Chinese, what to do. So what just I said before is to connect the LAN cable to your internet router and to your camera port, and see that the data link is turning on. After that, you will need to wait like about a minute until it find your camera on the LAN. So you found the camera, and then you need to insert a password. If it's the first time, it will probably be 8 times the number 8. In this case, it's 8 times the number 6, and it depends from model to model. And now you're pretty much done. If you're planning to use only the LAN cable, and the LAN cable is close to where you want to put the camera, it's already set up. You have the camera now connected to your device and to your account with the i4. But most of the time you will want to use the wireless option. So you want to let your camera know what is the Wi-Fi that you want her to connect to and what is the password to this Wi-Fi. And you do it like so. After the confirmation that you insert the correct password, the camera will restart, and you can take out the LAN cable to see that the camera is identifying the Wi-Fi and everything is working. So now if you want also to use a PC machine, in this example there is Windows, you can go and download the i4 application from the VStarcam website. I'm using Windows, so I'm choosing the Windows. I'm not sure if there's a Mac version for this app. So you get the file that you need to extract in order to find the setup file. After that, you double click it and just choose next until the rest of the setup process. When it's done, you can click finish and the app will open. If you're already registered, you can put on your email address and password, and the camera that you set up will already be in the application. So it is already set up and it's connected to the wireless. But let's say that we want to see how to add a new camera in the PC application. So I'll just remove it. And I will click the plus button to add a camera. I will click on Find, and since I'm connected to the same network, it will find the camera on the network. I will click OK, and in the PC application it will ask you to change the default password for security reasons. If you choose to do so, you will need to do this also on the smartphone app. When this is done, the camera will restart. But the moment the camera will be online, you will be able to see the picture coming through. So what's the advantage of the PC application? Actually, there are two advantages. One, you don't need to use your phone. You can save battery for other stuff. And the second thing is that you can choose to back up all the videos to your hard drive, or to even better, a cloud service. And you don't need the micro SD card inserted into the camera for this. So here I'm choosing to back up the videos to the Google Drive. And we can see in a moment, when I go to my Google Drive location on my computer, that there will be their folder that was created by the application. With the serial number of the camera and the date, and all the videos will be located here. So this is another model. You can see that it's got less features. The only thing is better is the place of the micro SD card is not right underneath the antenna and easier to get. But I'm not recommending this model. Best model that I have experience with is the VStarcam. I hope you enjoy this video. If you like it, you can subscribe and like. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.